well, here I am again, still in Britain and still eager and anxious to give people up here a chance to win a lot of pounds. So who have we got on the agenda?
It's time now to call on Leonie Taylor and Philip Nicholson to come on in and meet Groucho Marx.
Leonie Taylor, that's you?
No, it's me.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Philip Nicholson, that's you, huh? You have very pretty thighs, Leonie.
Thank you very much.
Nothing to be ashamed of, I assure you. And I'm delighted to look at them. Leonie, that's a pretty name. Is it short for anything?
No, it's my full name.
It's your full name?
Yes.
What is your name when you're sober?
Leonie.
Are you married? Are you married,
No, I'm not
Leonie?
married. No.
Are you engaged?
No, I'm not engaged.
You have a steady boyfriend?
No, I haven't got a steady boyfriend.
An unsteady one?
No, I haven't got an unsteady boyfriend.
Well, you see, that's your trouble. If you want to get married, don't say no so much.
But I don't want to get married.
You don't want to get
No,
married?
not yet.
Don't contradict a man that's 10 years older than you are. I insist that you want to get married.
Well, I insist that I don't. I'm having far too good a time.
Do you have any special kind of man in mind that you contemplate in the near future?
Yes, I like a sort of athletic-looking man.
Well, you can leave right now. Athletic kind, huh? You know, they're harder to pin down.
Do you think
Why?
so?
Yeah, I think so. Why? Well, because they're more powerful.
No, I like them like that.
Why do you feel my muscle?
Oh, goodness, you're not doing what you're very good, aren't you? Goodness,
Isn't that
you're
good?
strong, yes.
Yes, Well, don't shove me away. Let's see yours.
No, I'm more flabby.
You are?
A woman shouldn't have
A woman
muscles.
should be flabby?
No, a woman shouldn't have muscles.
No.
No.
Well, it's time when she needs them. Either that or karate or something else.
I'd rather do karate.
Blackjack, huh?
No, I'd rather do that than have muscles.
Well, a woman's strength is her weakness.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what somebody said. I think that's true, yeah.
You think
They
so?
throw themselves on the mercy of the man, and I think the man appreciates. Don't you agree with that?
Oh, quite.
Are you? It's not necessary to mumble, you know. You can talk louder than that. Huh?
Yeah.
Shout a little. Come on. Let's hear you shout.
Oh.
You know, he's a natural conversationalist, this fellow. I can see him on the board of trade, huh? Where are you from?
Farnham in Surrey.
You're sorry? You're from where?
I'm from Farnham in Surrey.
You're Farnham?
No, south of England. Farnham.
Oh,
It's
Farnham.
the name of the town.
You have a job, Leonie?
Yes, I'm a director. Sorry. I'm a secretary to a director.
You're a secretary?
In advertising.
Is your boss married?
No, yes, he is married, yes.
You're not sure, huh?
Well, you know, I don't know his wife very well, so I always forget he's married. But,
What was
he's
that?
married. I don't know his wife.
You don't
very
know
well,
his wife?
So I always forget he's
I
married.
can't understand why some young fella hasn't grabbed you, or some old fella.
No, I honestly, I'll look after myself when the time comes. Don't you worry.
Would you like me to see if I could find somebody for you?
Oh, I think I can find somebody myself. I think I can, yes.
Are you asleep? Philip Nicholson is your name, huh? I'll just call you Prince. Are you married, Philip?
No.
Do you have a girl?
No.
Leonie, I don't know how athletic he is.
No, I reckon he's very artistic. He's not athletic.
You notice he doesn't throw away his razor blades. How does he look to you, Leonie?
Well, he looks fine to me. He looks very artistic.
Turn around and let her have a good look at you.
He's very with it, with his
He's what?
gold-rimmed glass. Very with it.
Witted?
With it, yes.
You mean half-witted, or... What do you mean by with it?
No, he's very with it, because when you wear...
Oh, you mean with it?
Up to date, you know, with it glasses. I mean, they're gold. This is the latest fashion in this country, to wear gold-rimmed glasses.
Oh.
Haven't you heard of it? You want to change yours?
No.
Then you'll be very with it, you see.
I can see you with these glasses. My grandfather used to have glasses like he's wearing.
But they're bringing...
He still does, and he's been dead for 50 years. Philip, where are you from?
Santa Monica in California.
Oh, well, shake hands. I'm an old California boy myself. I've heard of California. It's near Hollywood, isn't it?
It's in there somewhere.
I know the Governor General there, Julie Andrews, I think is. What are you doing over here in Britain, Philip?
I'm studying the Islamic manuscripts in the British Museum. It's got the best collection of it in the world.
I know the British Museum very well. I was on exhibit there for 2 years. How did you happen to select Islamic manuscripts to study?
Well,
Why didn't you try the alphabet or something simple?
4 years ago, I decided to learn the language, and I went
You set out to learn a language?
Yeah, and I went to a bookstore and started thumbing through all the do-it-yourself language books.
Where was this, in Santa Monica?
This is in Santa Monica.
I didn't know they had bookstores in Santa Monica.
Well, one.
One?
Yeah.
One book they had?
Well, there was a few. And they showed
Look how admiring
German
she's
and all
looking
these
at you. Yeah.
And so Arabic looked to be about the most amusing of them all, so I got one and started working on it.
You found it amusing, Arabic?
Yeah, well, all the...
you mean you found jokes in there?
No, I couldn't start then. The way the writing was very strange looking, and the sounds appeared to be rather odd, you know, and I thought I'd try it.
No, frankly, I don't know.
Well,
After you learned Arabic, what did you do with it?
well, after about 6 months, I went to Morocco and give it a try.
Were you Morocco bound at the time?
No. I just went there to try it out.
And how did it work?
Well,
were you a big hit there?
No, they had stopped using that form of Arabic about 500 years ago.
You mean you were only 500 years late?
Late.
Well, that's pretty good for California and Santa Monica. Could you say something in Arabic? I've never heard it. I'd like to hear how it sounds.
إن الطيور على أشكالها يقع.
I think she's got a date for tonight.
Oh, well, you can tell.
Now, what did you say then?
It's birds of a feather flock together.
Phil, are you able to make a living studying Islamic manuscripts?
No.
Well, how do you make a living?
Well,
What do you do for an income?
Well, I'm trying at the present to build up some, what do you call it, machines for making old musical instruments, crumb horns and things.
Now, what are you going to do with these instruments after you make them?
Well, I'm going to try and sell them.
Have you sold any yet?
No, they're not in tune. You've got to get them in tune before you can sell them.
Do you do anything that brings you an income? How do you survive?
Oh, I make sundials.
Well, are you trying to sell sundials in England?
Yes, I am.
You certainly picked out the ideal object to sell over here. You're a real shrewd businessman, Philip. You have a natural flair. Money just leaps at you, doesn't it?
It does.
With your head for business, you should be chancellor. You should be chancellor of the exchequer. That's what you should. How many sundials do you sell in a week in England?
In a week in England? None.
How many have you sold in a year?
2.
Well, how much profit do you make on a sundial? Do you throw the sun in free when you sell them a sundial?
That's not guaranteed. No, the sundials are guaranteed.
Now, with all your vast experience in the business world, you must be in tremendous demand. What are some of your sidelines?
Well, I've been trying to find a thing called the torquetum.
Well, I should think so, huh? Now, what is a torquetum?
This is an old Arabic instrument for pinpointing a star and at a certain time, and then taking that information and making an accurate sky chart.
Who wants to buy this map?
Oh, well, no one wants to buy it anymore. It was something that was in demand. Something that was in demand about. Let's see now.
And you're still looking
for it? 1,000
for
years ago. No, it's.
What's it called?
The instrument's left. It's a torquetum.
You're trying to track down a torquetum. Now, what are you using for bait? A female torquetum? Have you had any luck in locating this female torquetum?
Well, no, I got to the
male
place where it was.
torquetum,
It was on top of a mountain.
What's that?
I got to the place where it was, on top of a mountain.
You went to the place
Yeah.
where it was?
And then I found that they'd gotten the wrong information and it was 400 miles in the other direction.
I wish I could help you, Philip. Sometimes the right girl come along sooner than you expect. Suppose she came along right now. How would you feel about matrimony?
Well, I've got to go back first of all to California in order to make some money, to get the machinery, to make some more musical instruments. Then I've got to sell the musical instruments, to go back to Morocco in order to finish my studies there and get all the instruments and everything together and have an exhibition of the things.
Leone, you better marry a boss. I don't think there's any chance.
My boss is married, though.
Oh.
You forgot that.
Well, you should get another job. Well, let's see how you two can make out in the quiz, huh? Keith, you still there? Tell them all about it.
Yes. You're picking out up to 4 questions. If you get 2 wrong, you're out. If you get 3 or more right, then you go on to the top with questions valued up to £150. These are valued from £1 to £25. Let's
that clear?
pick one up.
Oh, okay.
We want a joint answer from the 2 of you. And there is a time limit. This one, thank you, is worth £11 for a start.
For £11, what is the hardest substance known? What is the hardest substance known?
The hottest.
Hardest. H-A-R-D-E-S-T. For £11, the hardest substance.
Diamond.
Right.
Diamond's right for £11. Thank you. And this one is for
Leone, you
£4.
have £5.5 right now, do you know? For £4, who is the patron saint of the traveler?
Of the who?
Of the traveler.
Traveler.
The one who travels. Who is the patron saint?
It's St. Christopher.
St. Christopher's right.
Thank you. It's £15 to share between them, to which they can now add another 3.
Leone, you have £7.5. For £3, who was the famous captain of the Golden Hind? H-I-N-D. Hind, H-I-N-D. If you don't know, guess.
Quick one.
It's too late. The bell is tolled. It's Sir Francis Drake. I always thought that was a kind of pound cake.
You're still on £15, but you can pick one more question. And if you make it, you'll have 3 right, and you can go on to the topper. And this one, you nearly opened that, didn't you? This one is for £21.
For £21, which was the country of the Pygmies visited by Gulliver in his travels? Which was the name of the country? I would say.
Lilliput.
Huh?
Lilliput.
Lilliput is right. That's where the Lilliputians come from. Huh?
Yeah.
I imagine that's the origin of Lilliput, isn't it?
I believe so.
I used to have a girl named Lilliput. That was some years ago. She changed her name now and just calls herself Putt.
That's £36.
That's 2 names. She goes, Putt, she calls it. She finally became an outboard motor, and I never saw her again. Do you understand this? There are 3 questions there. One for £50, 100, and 150. You pick the right one, you'll have £150, or the other 2. One answer between you. You have 10 seconds. No help from the audience.
That's very good. Very good. Yeah.
Very good. It was fabulous.
And this is for £50.
£50. What is a young hare called? H-A-R-E. You have 10 seconds.
Bunny.
No. I must say, I didn't know it either. Did you know it?
It's a leveret.
Leveret, yeah. You looked at it, you cheat, huh? It's a leveret.
Lilliput.
I never heard of that. I thought a young hare is a leveret, and an old hare, I guess, is an old man who's bald, huh?
Well, could be. Anyhow, they've got £36 to share between them.
No, that's not too bad. How much did they win? £36. Thanks for showing up. I'm sorry you didn't win more, but you each got 18 pounds, and that's not a bad night's work.
Thank you very much,
Is it,
Groucho.
Leon?
Very nice to meet you.
You're beautiful. Kiss me, you fool.
Thank you very much.
See what he lost? If he hadn't had a beard, I'd have kissed him, too.
Groucho, I'd like you to meet Glenna Forster-Jones and Jim Connor. Come on in and meet Groucho.
Real
Marx.
nice. Glenna Forster-Jones and Jim Connor. Glenna, I'll start with you. How do you do?
Very well.
Is there any significance to the hyphen in Forster-Jones? I mean, did two families get the urge to merge somewhere along the line?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a triple-barreled name. It's
a what?
Philo. Triple-barreled.
Triple bows?
Barreled. You know, it's
Triple
Philo
barreled.
dash,
Oh.
Forster dash, Jones full stop.
Well, who dashes after Forster-Jones?
Me,
Where are you from originally, Glenna?
Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Where is that?
Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone? What part of Scotland is that in?
It's in West Africa.
Oh, you're from Africa, huh?
Uh-huh.
How old are you, Glenna?
19,
19.
nearly 20.
Now, you're Jim Connor, huh?
That's right.
And where's your home, Jim? Are you a Londoner?
Scouser.
You're a South? Where are you from, I said?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Are you boasting or confessing?
I'm a Liverpool lad.
What kind of work do you do in Liverpool, Jim?
Well, you'd term me in this part of the town as a mush cab driver.
I thought everybody from Liverpool wore those funny haircuts. You don't.
The kids have them fringes, but there's some sensible people there yet, you know.
You call them fringe haircuts? Some I've seen are certainly beyond the fringe, unless it's the lunatic fringe. Do you have a job here in London, Glenna?
Yes, I do a weekly television program for overseas.
Oh, you mean for Africa?
Yes.
Now, what do you do on your show for West Africa?
I'm an interviewer and a link-up girl.
I don't know, I'd like to see how you operate. Why don't you interview me, or better still, interview Jim? He's liable to be passing through West Africa any day now on his way to the post office in Liverpool.
Be a good fur.
Yes, it sure would. Go ahead, Glenna. Ask Jim some questions.
Now, the older generation don't appreciate the pop groups of nowadays, do you?
No, I don't like them.
Why?
Why?
You're from Liverpool, aren't you, Jim?
Yeah.
And you don't like the Beatles?
I get a headache every time I'm listening to them.
Yes, but don't
You get what?
Headache.
You don't find they're bringing over any message at all? You don't think they're talented? Nothing like
They're
that?
bringing a message, mate. I can't get out for the Jack fast cricket.
Jim, wouldn't you like to run your fingers through their hair?
No.
Or run your feet through
Through
their
the bank balance, yes.
Huh?
Through the bank balance.
Oh. Go ahead, Glenn, and ask him some more questions if you're going to interview him.
There isn't one group at all that you might think, they really hit me. They bring something over to me.
Oh, there's not one hits me. There's only one that I will sit
Let
and
you
listen
carry
to
Lauder.
as long as I've got a drink in front of me. That's the Bachelors, isn't it?
The Bachelors?
Yes.
Are you a bachelor?
Oh, no.
Well, there's no use crying about it, Jim.
No,
Everybody has to get married.
What has to be will be.
Yeah. You're resigned to it by this time, huh? How long have you been married, Jim?
28 years.
And where's your wife? Is she in Liverpool?
She's in Liverpool, yeah.
Huh?
She's doing the garden.
At least that's her story, huh? And you trust her there all alone, Jim?
Well, I've had her 28 years now. Nobody stole it off me since. Nobody's... They won't run away with her now. She's put weight on.
No, she's probably... Glenna, what are your favorites of the singers? Of the...
Well, I haven't not a favorite at the moment, but I like a very new singer that's just come out called Otis Redding.
Otis Redding?
Yes.
I thought that was a railroad.
No, he sings a song called Mr. Pitiful.
Mr. Pitiful? You don't like Bing Crosby, huh?
He's all right, but he's been going for such a long
What do you mean he's all right? He's great.
Okay.
He's not pitiful.
How do you feel about Frank Sinatra?
Oh, he's okay.
You like him, huh?
Yes, I could listen to him.
But you don't think Bing Crosby's got anything on the ball, huh? He hasn't got any hair on his head, but he's...
No, he still, I mean, he still goes. So
You know that he has
has
sold more records than anybody that's ever
Yes,
lived?
so I hear.
And he's only one man, and the Beatles are four. And I think the Beatles are next to Bing Crosby. By this time, they may have even passed him. I don't know.
Big family and all, Bing, I mean.
Yes. What was that?
I say, do you know how we went bald?
How he went bald?
Shoving the midwife up the stairs.
Well, I wish I'd have thought of that, All right, let's play the quiz. I'm sure you want to win some money. And here's your chance to win it. Keith, would you tell them how the quiz works?
In the hat, lots of questions. You choose your own. They vary in value from £1 to £25. If you get 2 of them wrong, that's it. You leave. If you get 3 or more right, then you go on to the topper with more valuable questions.
It won't be long.
Right. Pick yourselves a question.
Take one out of there, Jim.
Hand it over to me. Don't forget it's a joint answer between the two of you. You've got to make your minds up. Give us one
Might as well
answer.
give up if I chose it.
And this one's worth £20. Good choice.
For £20, what sign of the zodiac is represented by an archer? Is represented by an archer. A-R-C-H-E-R.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius is right.
Right, for £20.
Got £20. Take it over there,
Who's having a go this time?
No, you haven't.
please. Come on, dig it up.
Dig it up at the bottom.
Let's see what you got. Thank you very much. And this
See, you
one
said you
is
weren't going to
worth
be lucky.
Another good one, £14.
£14. What current British coin has a diameter of 1 inch? What current British coin has a diameter of 1 inch?
H.
Halfpenny or halfpenny is right.
That's right. Yeah.
Do I choose now?
Pick yourself
Take another one,
question.
Glenn.
Either one of you. Doesn't matter who picks it out. Excuse me. Thank you. And this one is worth £1.
What form of music is associated with the names Emperor, Brandenburg, Warsaw?
This is yours, not mine.
What form of music is associated with the names Emperor, Brandenburg, Warsaw?
Well, Warsaw Concerto. That the Warsaw Concerto.
Well, concerto is good enough. You don't have to go any further.
Well, you've got 3 right, so you're on to the topper, but you can have one more of these first, making your 4 altogether. I hope you get this one right, too. You've got £35 to share between you so far, and to it this time you could add another £5.
You may be able to quit that cat entirely.
I'm looking for a new one.
No. For £5, how many feet are there in a fathom? Come on, kids. Take a guess if you don't know.
I think it's 8.
You're close. It's 6. Anyway, they wind up with a total of what?
That's £35 safe and the topper to come.
And the topper to come. And Glenna, you're a credit to West Africa. And South Africa. And North Africa. And all the Africa.
This time the questions go from £50 to £150. Pick yourselves a good one.
Me?
They always shove the responsibility on the
Thank
winner.
you, Glenna. And the one you've picked up was worth £150. Yes, you picked a good one.
If you win this, you can buy North Africa. For £150, the author of the Jungle Books was born 100 years ago in 1865. Who was he? You have 10 seconds, talk it over, and give me one answer, and please no help from the audience. George Washington was no, you should have known this. It was Rudyard Kipling. You know, one of the biggest sellers of English books ever written. Well, I'm sorry you missed the big one, but you did earn something pretty substantial from the bowler. How much did they win?
£35 to share between them.
Congratulations, and thanks to both of you. Thank you. Give my regards to your wife while she's out in that garden with the rake. Come over here, you little cutie. They always pretty of you down there? Well, Keith, I guess that does it for tonight. My thanks to you and to all the people on the show, and see you next week. Good night to all. Good evening. Well, here I am again, still in Britain and still eager and anxious to give people up here a chance to win a lot of pounds. So who have we got on the agenda?
It's time now to call on Leonie Taylor and Philip Nicholson to come on in and meet Groucho Marx.
Leonie Taylor, that's you?
No, it's me.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Philip Nicholson, that's you, huh? You have very pretty thighs, Leonie.
Thank you very much.
Nothing to be ashamed of, I assure you. And I'm delighted to look at them. Leonie, that's a pretty name. Is it short for anything?
No, it's my full name.
It's your full name?
Yes.
What is your name when you're sober?
Leonie.
Are you married? Are you married,
No, I'm not
Leonie?
married. No.
Are you engaged?
No, I'm not engaged.
You have a steady boyfriend?
No, I haven't got a steady boyfriend.
An unsteady one?
No, I haven't got an unsteady boyfriend.
Well, you see, that's your trouble. If you want to get married, don't say no so much.
But I don't want to get married.
You don't want to get
No,
married?
not yet.
Don't contradict a man that's 10 years older than you are. I insist that you want to get married.
Well, I insist that I don't. I'm having far too good a time.
Do you have any special kind of man in mind that you contemplate in the near future?
Yes, I like a sort of athletic-looking man.
Well, you can leave right now. Athletic kind, huh? You know, they're harder to pin down.
Do you think
Why?
so?
Yeah, I think so. Why? Well, because they're more powerful.
No, I like them like that.
Why do you feel my muscle?
Oh, goodness, I'm not doing well.